Suzuki from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and Wisdom Seeker Joan with us tonight.
Hi.
I say tonight, it's still afternoon where you are.
Yep.
And I see Butterfly Kisses Healing is in the chat. Juno is here. Juno is such an amazing support member of our community and now a content provider. And Juno, I'm surprised to see you using your Juno instead of your Junosphere. But it's really lovely to see you. G Covington is here, and Swampy 63 is here. Everybody's here. Thanks for coming. So I was just showing the girls here. I thought I saw something that looked like a UFO. And what I mean by that is I was looking at the Doppler today to check the tracking of the storm that's coming in. And I saw this perfectly round formation over Charlotte. And I thought, could that be a UFO? But it is it is likely not. And Joan, you said it's an anomaly that they call
I was guessing. I've heard people say something about ground clutter, that radar picks up stuff from the ground sometimes. So, but who knows? We'll find out.
It's hard to say, but it's so perfectly round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was. And it just put me in a mood to explore and wonder, the exploration and wonder of it all. It's just amazing. And Teresa K. Tack is here. Starfish, hey, Starfish. And Sherry Luke is here. Lawrence Hunsberger is here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Well, let's go ahead and put on the banners. This one. We will be taking your requests tonight. And for your loved ones who have transitioned, pets who have transitioned, that went too fast. Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, mermaids, we threw that in for you. And fairies and galactic council and mysterious experiences. We're going to take it all tonight.
Yes.
Hey,
So
Anthony.
Go
ahead.
I feel like, Jean, you're throwing down a challenge here practically.
I just wanted to be all inclusive. I mean, how many times can you ask for a message from your pet or something like that? So just mix it up a little bit. But messages from your pet are perfectly a-okay with us. And yeah, I think that the energies right now are there. I just feel like they're very harmonious. I feel like good vibrations. I feel like good energy is around, is in the air. There's something uplifting in the air. And Beverly Davis. Okay. All right. I see you, Beverly Davis. All right. I see you, Sherry Luke. So Terri, how is Mia?
Oh, Mia is doing really well. Mia has been following me around as if I'm going to take off somewhere. She just wants to be close to me. However, she has abandoned my lap because I was throwing some oracle cards just before this, and one of them flew out. I mean, like flew out, and I had to reach down to the ground to pick it up and squished her a little. And she's like, "I've had enough of that. Enough of that. No squishing for an oracle card retrieval." So, I did get a good oracle card. This one was interesting. Surrender. It says, "There's no point in pushing the barrow uphill, up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time's right, a new path will appear." So I'm kind of wondering what that means for right now.
That is, I had a reading just the past weekend, and it said something very similar to that your expectations are one thing that you need to, abandon that and just be open to what the possibilities may be. And it's a little difficult to explain without a scenario, but it's really very magical energy in the air right now. So
Yes, it is.
and Joan, how are things with you?
Pretty darn good, all things considered. I'm getting my feet back on the ground a little bit, and I did my first private reading a couple of days ago and met a wonderful person. And yeah, so I feel like it's time for reentry to kind of get back to real life, and still continuing to take care of some businessy kind of things, but it's really good. It feels good to be back here. So I feel like this is kind of a inauguration or something.
It's really great to have you back. We missed you coming on with Terri and I, and we saw you on with Joan, and I'm like, she's ready, she's back. So that's great. That's great. So we do have our first question. Butterfly Kisses Healing. Hi, Butterfly Kisses Healing. Thanks for your question. She she wants to know about the lizard that loves her patio. I thought this is very interesting. Something fun, something that we can just try and reach out to the lizard on her patio. Butterfly Kisses Healing. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's funny. I was all prepared to just like, oh, it's just a lizard on the patio, no big deal, nature. But I suddenly was taken back to a healing that Butterfly Kisses Healing did for me. And in that healing, I was kind of just floating in a reclining position in the stars up in, and all these animals surrounded me. And as I'm now floating there looking around, there's the lizard. And the lizard, well, first of all, the lizard feels more important than a lizard. I can tell you that right away. I feel a very sense of importance from this lizard. But I feel like the lizard's in partnership with you a little bit. That the lizard helps bring the magic a bit. That's all I got.
Very interesting. Interesting. How about you, Joan?
Right away, you weren't kidding when you said he loves the patio, because I didn't expect this about a lizard, but right away my heart chakra lit up. And yeah, it really loves being there. And I saw it, kind of sunning itself on the patio. And what came to me was trust. It's a message for you to trust, because lizards are amphibians and they don't make their own heat or cooling. They have to get it from the surrounding environment. So they have to trust in that source will provide, that just the basics of life, of being hot enough and cold enough to survive. They live in trust, and they know, yeah, crawl under the shade when it's really too hot, and get out in the sun when you're too cold or something. So there's a little accommodation, but it's mainly there's this feeling of trust. I also saw him or it with something in its mouth that kind of just like a little twig or a stick or something. It wasn't a bug that it was eating whole as they do. But again, the thought was trust, and you carry it with you. You have what you need. So it's there as a reinforcement that all is well for you and in the universe as a whole. You've got what you need.
I agree. I agree. That's beautiful, Joan. And Butterfly Kisses Healing says the lizard comes up to her sliding glass door and they look at each other. She says she feels like there's a bond. And then she also says, I knew it. I talk to him every morning and every evening. He trusts me.
Ah,
Oh,
Isn't that amazing? And Butterfly Kisses Healing, what I was getting is that there's a vibration. You're holding a frequency, you're holding a hum, you're holding a balanced frequency, obviously a healing frequency that you emit. You are a star being, light being, and you emit this frequency. And this primitive, so ancient creature is recognizing the vibration and wants to be close to you. This is all of nature is on this frequency, and we are the ones, or humanity is the ones that are so far away from that blending, that just the harmonious type of frequency that we should be, just like Joan said, the trust with the universe, that the universe will provide. This is how humans are intended to exist on the earth as well. And at one time they did. I often think back to the Native Americans, how they lived off the land and how they instinctually just picked up and moved and picked up and moved and found water and things like this. They lived based from the frequency. This is how we were intended to live on this land. It's just amazing. But this is what I sense, that he attracts this lizard to you. And it's so sweet that you see the soul or the spirit inside of the lizard. Just like with T-Barb, when she was having the robins, or some of the little birds, I can't remember what type of bird it was that was nesting on her patio. It's the same thing, that she recognizes in the birds their spirit and honors them, and then they in turn turn back and honor her. And it's just a reminder for her to recognize her own spirit, and perhaps this is what this lizard may be doing for you as well, in just reminding you about your own spirit, your own innate hum or vibration. Yeah. Wow.
well,
yeah.
Very nice, Butterfly Kisses Healing. Thank you so much for following up. We really love when everybody gives us feedback and stays engaged and gives us uh, hints and tips and tricks. And it's not to give it away so that we can guess what you're saying. We're getting pictures. We're getting vibrations. And when you say, yes, that's right, trust is what I was feeling, then we know that should go in a little bit deeper. It really does assist
mhm.
us.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
great way to kick things off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It was. It was. Okay. So the next one I have here is Sherry Luke. Any messages for me from her guides or angels? Sherry Luke. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for your question. Let's see if we can get a guide's message. Karen's so sweet. So, Sherry, the first thing that I'm picking up on is stars and starlight. I see almost like a diamond shaped star around you. I'm not sure if you're focusing on the stars, wishing upon a star, um, dreaming about the stars. I see some stars over you. And I'm asking the guides what they mean by showing me this around you. Oh, they're shining the light. They're guiding you. They're showing you the path. They're showing you a path. They're lighting the way. They're guiding you, just like the Star of David on Christmas Eve, or the story that it was guiding the wise men. This star will be guiding you. And they say to trust your guidance, to trust us, to trust your gut. And exactly what we just said before the show started, or earlier, that we need to release our expectations and trust the guidance. Let go of the control. And that's your card that you pulled, Terri, the surrender card. That's what it was. Interesting. And okay, that's all I have.
I saw a vision very similar to yours. Again, they put me out in the universe, but I saw a fetus, a little teeny baby, not, oh, you can't say hatched, not, just a fetus out in the stars, and it had this lovely orange yellow starlight around it. And then your angels are there providing the womb, kind of like, but the womb is vibrating. It's all vibration. And they told me they are birthing something in you, that you have a new gift or a new path or new something that they are currently growing, taking care of, but eventually birthing. So that's what I saw, and it just the little baby gets bigger, but more light comes behind it. That starlight that Jean talked about becomes bright, and has a lot of pink at first and then yellow. But something's growing, some gift or journey is growing in you.
It's beautiful. Well, mine is different. What I saw right away were, the coins in the pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. They were a bunch of those, and the background was just like it was a non-existent tarot card in that deck, and they were just falling down. And so I heard pennies from heaven. And then some character came and was bouncing them like it was a basketball. And then more came. And the message came was, to having fun and injecting joy into your life isn't just a worthless activity. It's a way to raise your vibration, which then prosperity can rain down on you. And then it moved on to something completely different. Now that was kind of in the sunlight in the daytime. And then I saw just like a campfire at night. And it was dark in the background, and the nice warm fire. And I saw silhouettes of several people's hands warming themselves by the fire. And that's like, okay, Spirit, what's this mean? And it said, the first part of the lesson was there's having fun and injecting joy into your life can make it beneficial. But then also the warmth of community, even in dark times, there's light and warmth in community. So, yes, there's fun in the sunlight and playing basketball with a raining down coins. But also remember, even in dark times, there's warmth and light when you come together. And there wasn't like a huge crowd. It was maybe 3 or 4 other people around the fire with you. So have fun and stay connected, and lots of good things will happen.
That's beautiful, Joan. Very well done. And Sherry Lou says she's planning a trip to Colombia. I think it's going to be a wonderful trip with all those pentacles or all those coins and the bouncing and the stars and being shown. And when you're in a different city or a different country, um, you release a lot of the expectation because you don't have any idea. There's a lot of unknowns there, and all of the discovery. It really just you know is wonderful to experience because it's so unknown, and you explore and you discover. It's such a lovely feeling. So maybe that's what you guys were picking up on, or we all were picking up on with the guiding light and stuff. So best of luck to you, Sherry. Thank you very much for your question and for your feedback. That really did help to know that at the end that you were going to on a trip. So best of luck to you on your trip. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Christy Tobin. Hi, Christy. Thanks for coming. She would love to hear from her mom, Rose Ann. Okay, that's a pretty name, Rose Ann. I like the name Rose. And we just want to say hello to everybody that's coming in the chat. I see you guys saying hi, 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 hi. I just don't want to interrupt the flow of the reading, but thank you very much for all of your greetings and saying hello to one another, and all the moderators that are here. We love you and we see you. Okay, so Christy Tobin for her mom, Roseanne. I'm seeing the shape of a string instrument, and did you see the same thing?
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't tell though if it's a violin, a viola, or even a cello. I mean, or even like a bass. I mean, it's just this. I can't tell the size, in other words, but I see the string instrument, and I was. Let me just get her again. I was seeing a little bit of like forgetfulness, almost. She wasn't quite herself. I'm not sure if she fell ill, and either the medication or something that she was taking, she didn't feel very clear in her mind, or she wasn't able to do the things that she usually did, or something. Either a forgetfulness or like a fogginess, just something. I can. Let me see what else she has to say. I'm trying to pick up her soul vibration. So Rose Ann, I'm just asking if you would kindly feel in your soul what you would like for me to tell your daughter, Christy Tobin.
Do you mind if I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, when I asked for Roseanne to come and we could see her, probably through the power of suggestion a little bit, she showed me a rose, a red and white striped rose. And the rose was full bloomed. And then she really directed my attention to the center, where the pistils and stamens would be. And I believe she was kind of telling me what Jean just said, that maybe near the end of her life, there's a little bit of forgetfulness or something. But I also, again, just like Jean had to do, where that she had to get ask her to respond more, to give us more information. Because at first she was a little more clarified. I'm the one that kind of got caught in the rose a little bit. But what she said was, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and nourishing the spirit within you. When she was showing me the pistils and the stamens, she was talking about the nourishing, the growth, the fecundity, the that she's so proud of in you, that you figured it out and you're going for it. She loves that. And she's one of your greatest supporters in this. So keep looking at your own spirituality and growing.
Beautiful.
Go
Well,
ahead, Joan.
my jaw dropped when when you were talking, Jean, about stringed instruments, because the first thing I got was whom I assumed was Rose, who in my mind looked like a tall, slender woman in a kind of a long grayish wool coat playing the violin. And then all of a sudden, and she was just swaying with it, and it just took her away, and she just loved it. I couldn't really hear the music, but I could see her reacting to it, and oh, it was just beautiful. And then I saw, and I had to just look this up if you're seeing what I was looking up. She showed me how she just kind of boom, it took her away literally up into the sky. And I saw like a Marc Chagall painting. That was the name of the artist I couldn't remember. And he was the French, Russian, Jewish painter who did these wonderful pictures. And my favorite ones are the ones with like the bride and groom who are flying over the little village, and there's goats and flowers and all kinds of stuff. And so I was saying, okay, this is great. I love these paintings too, but what's the message here? And she said, find something that takes you away, because
Oh,
either she's trying to provide that for you, or she had that, and somehow this music really took her away. And it was more than the music; it was the Chagall paintings up in the clouds with someone you love, and oh, and okay, Rose, is that where you are now? Yeah, and she's saying that's what it feels like for her now, and she wants that for
mhm.
you. So she is, let me check in. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Maybe it's music for you, but maybe it's something else. But she's saying, find the thing that takes you away, because that's the closest you'll get to where I am now. And
Mm.
again, my heart just lit up. There's so much love for you there, Christy. So thank you for introducing us to your mom.
Oh, wow. I just want to add
Oh,
that yeah, I was going to pick up that, but let me just add before I do her feedback, and that when I was asking for clarification on the string instruments, she was saying that she hears the music of the angels, the beautiful string music of the angels, the humming, and that she was protected by the angels, and she has angels around her. I feel a lot of angelic energy. So she said she was killed by nursing home. A nursing home, and had some dementia. And then she also said that it makes so much sense to her, what you guys were saying. And then she said her brother actually painted.
okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, find
Very
your
good.
thing. Find what takes you away.
And
yeah.
she said, it is music for me that takes her away. That's why she was
Great.
telling her
Okay.
music, 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 and
Wow.
art.
Oh, I'm getting full body chills on
I
this.
got
Thank you.
chills
Thank you.
too.
Thank you.
I got chills too. Your mom is here, Christy Tobin, and she is really excited that she's able to remind you of this. And you know how mothers like to tell you, you ought to you ought to sell that house, or you ought to get a new car. This is what she's telling you. You ought to, you know, listen to your music. This is her being a mom and
Mm,
just communicating through us. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Christy, for all that feedback. I really appreciate that. Oh, and we're sorry about the circumstances around your mom.
yeah.
It's not easy. Okay, let me just get this off of here. Oops. All right. All right. And Skywalking with Moon is here. Hi, Dr. Gail. Nice to see you. Aw, Christy Tobin says, you're the first ones to get her to come through. Wow.
That makes
Wow.
me almost cry.
Yeah.
It's very, very sweet, Christy. It's our pleasure. It's your mom. It's your mom. And yeah, and us three together. I mean, we're individually, I'm sure that, but together we have this. We have all of our guides, all of our angels working together, and I think it just really works for me anyway. I love working in this type of a setup. She said she's tearing up. Oh, Christy, you're
Me
so
too.
sweet. She says, thank you so much. All right. We love all the feedback. That is so sweet. Let me just take that off.
There
Aw.
goes the mascara.
Aw. Yeah, the love fills our hearts. They make us feel what they want us to tell you. And
Yeah.
this comes through our emotions too. So that's really beautiful. Aw. Okay. Oof. All right. Very good. Let me see who is next. Let me take that out. And Anne, I'm not sure. Anne, did you get a chance to put your I'll have to check and I'll come back to Anne because I'm just Anne, if you're still here, Anne Fink, I need your name, the name of the person who you would like to connect with that is crossed over, and or we do pets, but I would do one or the other, either a loved one or a pet, and then with either one we need the name, if that's okay. All right, so Sherry Kirk is here. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for your question. Does her husband Dennis have a message for her? Sherry Kirk. Hmm. Sherry Kirk. Sherry is a popular name in the community. Sherry Kirk. And Dennis. Joan, if you have something, you can feel free to go first. But if you
Mhm.
just
I'm still
just
kind of
so-
working on it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to ask Dennis to feel in his heart and soul the message that he would like to share with his wife, Sherry. All right, I'm just going to say it. He's showing me dinosaurs, or or some sort of a. I don't know what he's showing me. It's from it's I'm on the earth and I'm looking up at a dinosaur and I see the under chin of like a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something. I don't know what it is. And then a pterodactyl, like one of those with wings on it, with the very pointy wings, and I mean the very pointy nose, and it's just showing me the underside of it, of each of them. Let me see. Dennis, can you help me? Hmm. What I'm getting is that it's not that far away. He's not so far away. He's not so. Um, his energy is right here with you. His light body being his his vibration, his essence, his soul is with you, Sherry. And it's not something that is so far away and unimaginable. Um, he just wants you to know he wants you to recognize and to feel that he is near you. He is beside you. He is showing you signs. And um, that he is watching through your eyes and wants you to continue living your best life. He says when you're in a high vibration, when you're in a good mood, or if you have a celebration, or if something excites you and makes you jump, or leap out with joy or something, then it's easier for him to reach you when you're in this higher vibration. If you're in a lower vibration, it's harder for him to actually um, manipulate the energy around you when you're in that lower vibration. If you're in a higher vibration, it's a little easier for him to come in. But he is around you all the time. He is showing you signs, and he's not that far away. It's not that uh, he just wants you to imagine him next to you with his soul vibration, with his energy right near you, and to know and to trust. Yeah, that's all I'm having.
Well,
Go ahead.
I have this delightful gentleman with me, and he first showed me all these leaves, and it's not exactly jungle leaves, but it is like a jungle, and he's so funny. So it's leaves and flowers, and he's peering through them a little bit, and he's put on this, he looks like an explorer. He's got like little round glasses, and he's got some sort of hat on, and he's just absolutely delightful. And the feeling I get is him calling you to adventure. I get this whole feeling of adventure, like he's having the adventure of his soul's lifetime, but he's having an adventure watching you. And but I also feel like he's saying to you, don't be afraid of the adventure. Don't be afraid. Go on the adventure. I'm still around. I'm still near you. I'm taking care of you from this side. Go ahead and go on the adventure. Don't be afraid. And he's such a delightful person. He's so funny and just charming.
Aw.
I'm done.
Okay. Well, I got like three different things. The first thing I tuned in, and I often do this, I'll try to tune into Sherry and then go up and make kind of a triangle, and then to Dennis and then me. And right away, it was like Sherry, Dennis, and me, that we went away, and it was all about this triangle that started to sort of turn and twist. And then there were other triangles that added on to it, and until it built like this. First, it was a geodesic dome, and then it was this whole sphere. And it was, I was thinking, is this sacred geometry? What is it? And the idea that he was getting across is, I'm still here. This is the sphere of my influence. This is the sphere of our life together. And I'm still there, even though you don't feel me the way you used to feel me, like not the physical way, but even like when you walk in the house and you know when your significant other is there or not. And he said, you might not, it's just different now, but that sphere is still there, and I'm still here for you. So it's our own invisible world that was ours, our time together. It's still there. Um, and but my physical form is not. It's my sphere of influence, and it's filled with love for you. And then, of course, it just changed to something completely different, which was boating. And I saw a speedboat towing a water skier, and it was the whole idea of being separated but together. We're doing the same thing. We're still in this journey together, but you're at the end of the rope, and I'm doing this, or I'm not sure who is the driver and who is the skier. But it was like being together still. We're still tied. And we can still have fun, and you can still talk to me and like hit it, or so all those the signs and symbols are a little different, but you can still communicate just like a water skier does with the person in the boat. So there was that part, and then the final set of images were a hand of cards. Like, I'm not sure if he was playing gin or what, but it was like a full hand of playing cards. And I was seeing the cards as if I was seeing through his eyes, and he was looking out over them. And it's like, what was it he was saying? Um, he was keeping them hidden, but he said, I've got you in hand. Um, I know, and just like when you have, oh, I've got a good hand here, things that the other people don't. And so he's saying both, I've got you in hand, I'm looking out for you, I kind of know what the next card's going to be, and I'm going to, so tune in and just be open to suggestions that might be coming for me, because I've got you in hand, I'm going to be looking out for you. And the game continues, kind of. So I hope some of that resonates with you. It was kind of a fun journey with Dennis.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing. Sherry, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. There's dinosaurs and speedboats and a little bit of everything. Your husband is a very good communicator, and I would just love to know if any of that resonated with you. Yeah, the cards thing where he said he knew which card to play, or he knew what's going to happen next. He knows the game, and he has you in his hands. Like, that
Oh
was
my
so
goodness.
beautiful. It gave me such hope, because he was saying, I see what's card's going to be played next. That's lovely. Wow. And to
I
stay
love
open.
I love the hit it.
Or time to wind up, or
He
what, you
is
can still
all
communicate.
about
It's
the
just a little
adventure,
different.
this guy.
Okay. And Sherry says, oh, her heart hurts for him. He was the sweetest person. I needed to start to live again. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's just reminding you over and over again that it doesn't feel exactly the same, but trust that his vibration, that his essence is there with you and watching over you. And it's lovely. It's really lovely to get all these different points of view as messages from him. He's very creative.
And he's another
Mhm.
one that sort of injected fun into it too. So that's one
Yes.
of the messages. He wants you to live your life fully and go out and have fun.
That is like a theme that I find that runs through a lot of it, because we have such despair and ache and heartache, that it's such a lower vibration. But when your loved ones come through, they're like, "Yeah, just have fun, just listen." It's very lighthearted. It's not that heaviness. It's not that longing. It's not that there's no lower vibration. They want to raise us. They want to lift us. So, in any way that we possibly can, it's important for all of us in all of our situations to raise our emotions and
Mm.
laugh and listen to music and dance and smell the flowers and go on a vacation to Colombia and not know where you're going. I mean, these are the wondrous things. They want us to raise our vibration. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
oof. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, Anne would like to know, and she said messages from her parents or sister, and then she said about pets, but then I asked her for a name, and she said her loved one, Meg. So I'm assuming that's your sister. Is that your sister, Anne? I'm pretty sure. Anne, is that your sister, Meg? If you could just, I mean, it just sounds like it. So, um, You see, and it'll take her a message. I mean, a message. It'll take her a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, who said yes? Did you guys say yes? Oh, she said yes, sister.
Yes. Okay.
I heard of an audible yes though.
Wow.
You are tuned in, Jean.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry, I missed her. Let me go back to the start. Her sister Meg.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Anne Fink. Anne Fink. Her sister Meg. She's showing me herself stretching in like a leotard. I'm not sure if she did aerobics or if she was a dancer of some sort or was athletic. She shows me her stretching, but she is wearing like a leotard, and what I mean, like a bodysuit and leotards, like the whole. I'm not. You can tell me.
I think she's telling me an inside joke between you two because she appeared on my stage in this cloud of fabric, of this flowery fabric in kind of creams and aquas and stuff, and really I got this sense of like that farmhouse style. She seemed like a very stylish woman who cared about her things, but then she was making a joke. She's like, I hope you're making the family recipe. And I was like, all like, okay, which recipe? And then she laughed really hard. So I think there's some sort of recipe in your family that is a joke that between you guys that you don't really make it per se, that maybe I'm not sure what this means, but I'm going to go back and talk some more. But there's some sort of joke she's bringing forward.
Joan, are you getting anything?
Yeah. At first, the very first thing I saw was very brief, and it looked like she had maracas, and she was going like this with them. And then the maracas were gone, and she was just doing kind of that 70s staying alive sort of dance. So she was dancing, and then the arms got further apart, and it was this rowing motion. And I thought, what's going on? What's going on? And it turned out to be then the I heard rub a dub dub, three men in a tub, and they're growing out to sea. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the blah blah blah, and me. And so of course I'm saying, okay, Meg, what's this about? And it was just keep moving ahead, put one foot in front of the other, keep paddling. Even if it seems ridiculous, even if you're on the sea in a bathtub, just don't get stagnant. Just nothing has to be perfect. Your life doesn't have to be perfect, but just keep not trying so much, but it was just keep moving. Don't spend an inordinate amount of time trying to pick the best path, because it's all about just exploring the path and gaining the experience and keeping on and making it sort of an adventure. What came to me now is I learned my lessons with ease and comfort. So it doesn't matter what lesson it is. Just go down whatever path it is. Maybe don't go out to sea in a bathtub, but don't let the panoply of choices just make you stuck. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know the exact right way, but just try to keep moving. And if it doesn't work out, there's always another path. There's always something else. So I think that was the message too, to keep moving. Don't get, I can't come up with the right word. Don't just get stuck so much in trying to find the perfect path. And even if it seems a little silly, have fun with it and just keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Anything else, Terri?
I really second what Joan's saying. She's all about the fun, this lady. She's like, she's really second that. Don't worry about the path. Make a decision and go for it. Don't worry about being wrong. But she's like, but have fun. Reminisce about the past, about a funny family joke, about somebody's awful recipe or whatever, but just don't let it freeze you. Go on the adventure.
Absolutely. Go with the flow. And the only other thing I was picking up is that she was showing me like sort of like a cloth doll that had almost like a prairie dress and a prairie hat. I'm not sure if that means anything to you or if this was a childhood toy of yours or if that means something to you. But yeah, definitely. That was really good. Really good.
Just one more thing. In the tub at one time was Uncle Sam too. So I don't know if that has any relevance either.
Excellent. And let us know if any of that resonated with you. And thank you very much for giving us their names and for your question. Okay, we did that one. Let me see. Okay. All right. Thanks. And next we have Kate. Kate is a new subscriber. She said a general reading. So what we usually do with a general reading, Kate, is ask your spirit guides and angels what is most important for you to know today. Okay?
They're showing me an escalator. And it's like we're at an escalator, then it's pretty steep. It's going up very steeply, but it's all very measured, and it's going at, they don't race up. It's going at a measured pace, and everyone, it's sort of like it's the 1950s or early 60s, where everyone, I don't know where this escalator is, if it's at an airport or a shopping mall or something, but everyone is sort of dressed nicely, and women have their hats on, and it's kind of formal and everything. And it's at a measured pace, but the message is definitely get on the escalator, raise your vibration, and okay, so what's the deal with the 60s dress? You don't have to throw out your entire old life. You can bring yourself as you are right now to this process of ascension and learning something new, but you don't have to like all of a sudden sell your house and buy a minivan and just completely give yourself over to, new thought ideas and all of that. But it is to your benefit to be on the escalator and enjoy the ride. And it won't be scary. And they're there with you to support you. And that's what it is. They're giving this to you in a way that's familiar to you, and it won't be frightening. There's a million ways to raise your vibration and to be part of this whole new thought movement and access guidance from beyond. And they're helping you find the path that's right for you. And it's going to happen, even though it doesn't feel like they're going, vroom, it's a steep escalator. So you are going to be ascending or exploring or raising your vibration in fairly quick and fairly quickly.
It's really good. Anything, Terri?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we often do this thing to connect with people. Before I could even connect with her, it was like right there. And they showed me a cake. It was a dark scene, and the cake had candles, lots of candles, and the candles were lighting the scene. And I heard celebrate every little success, celebrate every success. The candles were on this cake celebrating. Even I got the feeling that they were telling me, you're the kind of person that might not even celebrate her own birthday, that she's very humble and would just probably do it alone and not have anything. And they're saying, go out, celebrate it. Don't do it small. But there was a second thing to it, and I had to write it down because it escaped my head and then came back in. But they're also suggesting that they want you to meditate with a candle. There's some sort of fire essence to this, that the candles on the cake mean more than just celebration, but they want you to do. Some people meditate and they look into a flame in a candle. They want you to actually do that this is going to help your growth.
And what I get from that is they want you to keep your eye on the light. So she did say it's her birth, or she hates her birthday. Okay, she hates her birthday. I thought she said she had a birthday. But So, but keep your eye on the light is what I'm getting from those candles. And from Joan's escalator, I feel as though they're guiding you. They've got your back. They are showing you the way and guiding you through on your journey. And it's really important to trust them and to try not to control or to your expectations. It keeps going back to that expectations. That card, Terri, you're going to pull a card when we do this every time. It's your expectations. It's leave the unknown, leave the possibilities open, because this is when our guides and the universe can come in and help to enhance or make it enchanting or make it surprise us and create the magic and create unexpected blessings come in. Try not to control the outcome and say, well, I did this, this, and this, and I should be there. Well, you may not be there. You may be intended to something bigger and better that you had never even imagined. So let go of the control and the expectations and get on that escalator and trust that they're guiding you. Keep your eye on the light. And this is what they just want you to know, is that they're guiding you, and to trust the nuances that show up in your life. Yeah. So that was really nice, Kate. Thank you very much for your question. And thanks for the new subscription. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
She had a little comment about, she was listening to a song, I think. Where is this? It was...
Okay. She's struggling at the minute, seeing where to go next in her personal life, career. So much more. I appreciate the clarity and advice. Thank you very much. And then before that, she had another one.
I have it at 427, which is probably 527 for you. It said, wow, I started singing a song about a flame as you mentioned lights and candles.
Oh. It's not a coincidence. It's them reminding you to keep your eye on the light. Keep your eye towards the light for sure. Thank you, Joan. I don't know if I kept that. There was a message from, sorry, if I can find it real quick.
Oh, while you look for that, I'll just mention I had one other clarifier kind of that the 60s era dress meant even if you're a traditionalist, you can do this.
Oh,
It was Anne. She said the 3 men in a tub could be her mom and dad with her sister because they passed just before her sister suicided. That is,
okay.
yeah. Wow. And isn't that amazing the way they bring in that picture of a childhood story, or a song, right? 3 men in a tub. It's a story, and this is where they want us to go, to feel, to bring our energy to. Wow. That was really good, Joan. Thank you. And Terry, thank you. Okay. Okay, so we have one from LNG. This Friday will probably be the day I have to help my beloved dog Buddy crossover. He's 18 and failing. Aw, let's check in with Buddy. Thanks for your question, Alan. He's saying it's the ultimate sacrifice and the ultimate sign or expression of love for you to do this this for him. It's the ultimate expression. Of course, he understands. He thanks you for taking care of him as you always did.
I'm just getting waves and waves of love from him to you. And no feeling of concern. He understands, and he will be grateful to be moving on where he can continue to watch over you and send you love and protection. Very grateful for your life together. Yeah.
I get very much the same thing, that he's so pleased to have been with you. He's your spiritual companion, but he realizes that the body he's in can't last forever. But he's also kind of like, and why should it? We have to make room for new. We have to. So I'm not saying you're getting another pet or something like that. I'm just saying, he says, I will always be with her up in heaven, but we also have to make room for new coming in, new spiritual guide, they're new.
And I just have gotten such a feeling of heaviness that he's kind of looking forward to it, because I'm just feeling hangdog, as they say, that it will be he'll appreciate the release from the physical issues he's suffering. And he's just feeling really dragged down. Whew. So yes, lots of love, and we'll be there with you. That's a hard thing to do.
The ultimate sacrifice, expression of love. Very, very beautiful. Thank you, LNG, for your question. And Beverly Davis, are you still here? I don't know if she's still here. Beverly Davis.
I have to ring a bell.
Yeah.
Oh, I just need to clear that one out. Whew.
Beverly, let me know if you're still here. All right. I don't know. All right, let's do Pierrette. has a quick question, and then we'll come back to Beverly. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, she is still here. Let me just switch back. Sorry. All right. Just wanted to make sure because I appreciate your patience, Beverly. All right. Her ex passed away, and his name is Jerry. All right, Beverly. Let's see if Jerry has a message for you.
Whoa. So he showed me right away a wrought iron fence, a really tall one. And he said he's so sorry that he guarded his heart so strongly, that he guarded his emotions, he guarded his heart. He wouldn't let anybody in. And he said, please don't do the same thing. Take down the fence, take down the walls, let love in. He knows better now. And I get this a lot of green color from him. So green is heart and love and tenderness and growth. So I feel like he's definitely adding growth to your life, just holding open this space of growth for you. That's all.
I saw him. Well, I don't know if it was him. What I saw was a kind of a cartoony character with a slingshot. So you pull back the slingshot, and you're holding the Y-shaped thing. And so he was taking aim, maybe trying to do damage to someone else, and then the Y-shaped thing came back and hit him in the face. And so he was saying he was sorry, and he's learned that when you're trying to do something or taking aim at somebody else, it all comes back on you. And he's not saying that you're doing that. He said that was a life lesson for him. And then what else did he say? That when you're taking aim and trying to kind of snipe at somebody else, it all just comes back on you. So he's learned that. What else do you have to say, Jerry? That there's some, he's asking forgiveness and saying all is forgiven both ways, and that he understands more now, and is sending apologies and love. And now I'm seeing a black cat on a broomstick. So I don't know if Halloween was a big thing for him or quite what that represents, but that's my random images for Jerry. I hope some of that helps.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Terri. Yeah, Jerry's just coming through, Beverly, for me as just sending his love and he does share some regret that he does understand what he put you through and how you felt um, when things transpired or caused the breakup. I'm not sure exactly, but he's just showing that it was his choice, it was his doing, and it came back and bit him at the end, right, Joan? That's the slingshot that came back and hit him at the end. Even though he was aiming for something, he should have just counted his blessings with you. So he is showing regret. He is showing love. He is showing asking for forgiveness. He is honoring you, that you were his first love, and that really was very special to him, and he was a fool to have let you go. That's all. Yeah. Interesting, Beverly. Thank you, Beverly, for your question. All right, we have one more, and then that'll be the last one, I think. And this is Pierrette. Hi, Pierrette. How are you? Any messages from her guides or angels? Thank you for your question.
I'm just getting something pretty well. It started specific, but then it got very general. I was kind of lifting up from my crown chakra, which is sort of like a funnel that goes all the way up, and it became like a tornado. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing this tornado and sort of like a hurricane cloud connected to you. And then it just kept going up, and we're seen above the clouds. The sun, like it is in the background of Jean's background here. It's sunny and beautiful, and birds singing and all of that. So the message is, even in turbulent times, even when the light isn't apparent, we're with you. We're with you. We're with you, and you are connected. And that the funnel cloud is your connection, not in, and it rises above the dark times and the turbulent times. They're always with you, and call on us, and know that that is there. Even in the dark or turbulent times, the lightness and the sunlight and our light is here for you at any moment. Just call on us and we'll be there.
That's sweet, Joan. What'd you get, Terri?
I saw them packing you in cotton balls and cotton, and I'm like, what does this mean? What is this? And they're saying that that they are protecting you a little bit in turbulent times right now, but the secondary messages I'm getting is be careful what you listen to. So right now they're putting the cotton balls around you, but they're also kind of putting them in your ears. You know, don't listen to any super negative talk right now. That, you know, try to remember the good times. Try to remember the intent. Remember the intent behind whatever it is that's now giving you a little bit of harsh feedback, that will be giving you a little harsh feedback. Remember to take it with a drop of salt. Remember they're going to be protecting you with a little bit of cotton. Yeah, don't, if somebody is harshly critical of you right now, or don't take it to heart. Just let it go a bit.
Yeah, I think that what they were showing me, Pierrette, is that you are looking for validation and constantly asking, which we all want to keep in contact with our angels and guides when we're doing our meditation. And what they showed me to suggest to you, and I'm sure pretty sure you already have one, a pendulum, is start to use this and build your connection, build your trust from them. So you can say, you know, should I have a ham sandwich today or a tuna sandwich today? You know, whatever. Just talk to your guides on a regular basis and let them let them communicate to you through your pendulum, so you can build that trust, build the feeling, and you can get the feeling of when you can hear it and you can see it swing at the same time. This will build it up so that when you go through your everyday life, you'll recognize those little signs and those little nudges, or a nudge, and say, oh, that was you. Okay, thank you. And you're asking and you're asking and you're asking. And they're saying this is a really good way to build that confidence, build that trust up. So I know, I'm pretty sure that you have one, and they're just saying to develop your own relationship with your own guides and your own angels, and that this is very important for you to get used to hearing it, seeing it, and feeling it. Yeah, that was really good. Thanks, girls. Anything else? Yeah, so with all of these readings that we're doing, we are accessing the imaginary world that the guides and loved ones send to us. They send us these feelings, these images, these memories. They're using our reference bank, and they're picking these things up and bringing them forward to us and letting us know that this is the message I want to give. This is what I'm in. This is the feeling that I want to share. And it is through our imagination that they communicate with us. This is the spiritual connection. This is what is the biggest block for so many people, because they think it's only their imagination. It is, but there is a nuance, there is a feeling, there is a sense and an energy that comes with it. So, what I would invite you to do is to maybe write yourself a story from your guides and talk about there is a woman who lives wherever you live, and just start writing yourself a story, and then be creative and start writing things. And then once you read it back, you'll be like, that means something. Oh my, but just it's a way to open up your imaginary connection, the just that imagination and creativity, and it gives them an opening to come in and speak with you, the same way that the pendulum allows them to come in and speak with you, so that you can build your trust. Everybody here is able to connect with their guides and angels. And I'm letting you know, it is very subtle. It is not easy to go from a 3D, horns blaring and traffic and, things, kids calling you and, the plumber and stuff. It's very difficult to go from that type of an energy into this quiet type of receiving these messages. This is why they also suggest meditating once a day, just for a few minutes, so that you get that muscle, you get used to going into that meditative state in just a moment, and then you can go back to your life and, make dinner, go to the grocery store, whatever you need to do. But when you need to, you can sink right back into that meditative state and connect to your imagination, connect to your guides and angels. And it's just a daily practice. And do you girls have anything to add to that?
I think that's beautiful. And both in readings that come through us and through other people too. It's so amazing sometimes how the images that they'll send maybe through me are something that, yeah, I know what that means, but then it might connect to the other person too. So it's like it's just the most wonderful, beyond any computer system or AI that we have, that they somehow match up something that I would recognize with something that the sitter would find meaningful too. It's just amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then as far as connecting, take some time when you're not, I hate to say it, but when you're not listening to YouTube and you're out just watering the flowers or something, and just let your mind go and don't be directing it on anything, but just have some free time for your mind to be open and take kind of, when images or thoughts come up, don't just let them drift off. There might be a nugget for you there.
I was just going to say almost the same thing, that daydreaming is dreaming. And so if you can't find yourself writing that story, maybe when you find yourself daydreaming, just starting to think, just kind of recognize it for what it is and let it happen. And maybe write it down, maybe keep a pad of paper around and write down the daydream.
Yeah.
Because it is a point of connection. I mean, that's a lot of how they talk to me is through daydreams. And yeah, because then I can kind of set my ego, my mind aside and just let whatever fantasy or thing that they're showing me happen. And if I can do that, then eventually I get a good message.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get things when I'm out watering the garden.
Water is a conductor, actually. In the shower or taking a bath, soaking in a salt bath is wonderful. Doing the dishes, watering, water is a conductor of energy. And for some reason, it just opens up the energetic field around you. And Terri Lee also says that she is she is so attracted to the water. She needs to put her entire body into water, into like natural water, not natural water, all water is natural, but you know what I mean? Like a natural lake or something that is, connected to the earth with that vibration of nature. It's really beautiful. But we thank each and every person who asked their question, everybody who came in and participated in the chat. We really appreciate you being here and just being so lovely to one another. All of the moderators, we really appreciate you. All of the new subscribers, we really appreciate you. And welcome back, Joan. Woo-hoo. And welcome, Terri.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we have there's so many very kind, lovely comments there saying, these ladies are the best. These ladies are the best. And Allie was here and she's like, oh, yay, you're back together again. We're her little prodigies, right? So that was wonderful. That was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, in fact, this Thursday, I'll be on Allie's show. How about you, Joan?
Let's see. I've got I will be doing the month ahead at the end of the month with Juno, and I'm going to be on the Crone Zone in early August, and I've got a couple other things set up. I have to get my schedule together again, but yeah, you'll be seeing more of me.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And I'll be with Sally. I mean, Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. And that would be on Sunday. I was trying to say Sunday and Allie at the same time. So that's the next time I'll be seeing everybody. And thank you again. We really appreciate all you being here and all your kind comments. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Gotta find.